topic is all about qualitative evaluation. First, let's define what is qualitative evaluation. When we say qualitative evaluation provides you with the ability to gain an in-depth understanding of a program or process. It involves the why and the how and allows a deeper look at issues of interest and to explore nuances. So kapag sinabi natin qualitative evaluation, ito yung mga non-numerical data which is written into words. Qualitative data are collected through direct or participant-like observation, interviews, focus groups, case studies, and from written documents like essays, scenarios, projects, artifacts, personal experiences, introspection, visual texts, portfolios, direct observation, role play, or simulation. Qualitative data can be collected by surveys or questionnaires, pre-tests, and post-tests, observation or review of existing documents and databases, or by gathering clinical data. So, ito nga yung anything na pwedeng i-express through words that can be answered with how and why. Analysis of qualitative data include examining, comparing and contrasting, and interpreting patterns. These evaluation methods help you to discover people's thoughts and motivations as they are using your system. Next, ano nga bang pinagkaiba ng quantitative sa qualitative? Kapag quantitative, focus on numbers, numeric values, answers the question who, what, where, and when, match with outcomes about knowledge and comprehension, define. While qualitative, focus on text or narrative from respondents, answers the question why and how, match with outcomes about application, analysis, synthesis, evaluate, seeks to explain and understand, ability to capture elusive evidence of student learning and development. Next, yung type of evaluation questions naman para ma-identify natin if it is quantitative or qualitative. Kapag quantitative yung data na nag-gather natin in planning, yung information niya, it answers the question, what is the prevalence of the problem? On the other hand, kapag qualitative naman, what are the values of the different stakeholders and what are the expectations and goals of participants? In implementation naman, the information answers how many individuals are participating, what are the changes in performance, how many or what resources are used during implementation, while in qualitative, the information answers the question how are participants experiencing the change, how does the program change the way individuals relate to or feel about each other, to what extent is the intervention culturally and contextually valid, and in outcome part, the information answers the question, is there a change in quality of life? Is there a change in biological and health measures? Is there a difference between those who were involved in the intervention and those who were referenced? And in qualitative, the information answers the question, how was the culture changed? What themes underscore the participants' experience? What metaphors describe the change? What are the participants' personal story? When we say quantitative, basically yung information niya nababasa sa mga numerical terms and it can be measured, while qualitative naman, it focuses on the word or the non-numerical data. Analysis will likely include the identification of themes, coding, clustering, similar data, and reducing data to meaningful and important points, such as in grounded theory building or other approaches to qualitative analysis. It means in qualitative data analysis is the process of interpreting and understanding the qualitative data that you have collected. Qualitative data analysis relies heavily on interpretation. During analysis, you will draw on your own experiences and knowledge of your program to make sense of your data. Observations may help explain behaviors as well as social context and meanings because the evaluator sees what is actually happening. Observations can include watching a participant or program, videotaping an intervention, or even recording people who have been asked to think aloud while they work. Evaluators use participant observation in the planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of projects. We also use participant observation to help craft our later research, including interview questions. Interviews may be conducted with individuals alone or with groups of people and are especially useful for exploring complex issues. Interviews may be structured and conducted under controlled conditions, or they may be conducted with a loose set of questions asked in an open-ended manner. It may be helpful to tape record interviews with appropriate permissions to facilitate the analysis of themes or content. In qualitative evaluation, open-ended responses to questions provide the evaluator with quotations, which are the main source of raw data. That quotation reveals the respondents' levels of emotions, the way in which they have organized the world, their thoughts about what is happening, their experiences, and their basic perception. Using quotes and detailed descriptions to capture the story or essence of a program or event. Some interviews have a specific focus, such as a critical incident that an individual recalls and describes in detail. Another type of interview focuses on a person's perceptions and motivations. Meaning in this part in qualitative interview is most useful for understanding the meaning of a program to its participant and exploring individual differences between participants' experiences and outcomes. Focus groups are run by a facilitator who leads a discussion among a group of people who have been chosen because they have specific characteristics. Example, were clients of the program being evaluated. Focus group participants discuss their ideas and insights in response to open-ended questions from the facilitator. The strength of this method is that group discussion can provide ideas and stimulate memories with topics cascading as discussion occurs. In this part, focus group, the data is descriptive and can be measured numerically. Focus group is a form of qualitative data in which a group of people are asked about their perceptions, opinions, beliefs, and attitudes towards a product, service, concept, advertisement, idea, or package. So when we say qualitative evaluation, it can't be measured. It can only be explained through words, especially in focus group, because focus group is a type of group interview designed to explore people's attitude. So in focus group, kailangan kasi mga explanation. Focus groups are used to identify and explore how people think and behave, and they throw light on why, what, and how questions. Example of a focus group is a focus group of parents of preschoolers meets to discuss childcare needs. Strengths of qualitative data include providing contextual data to explain complex issues and complementing quantitative data by explaining why and how behind the why. The limitations of qualitative data for evaluation may include lack of generalizability, the time-consuming data collection, costly nature of data collection, the difficulty and complexity of data analysis and interpretation. Means in limitations of qualitative data for evaluation, if the research lacks reflection. We fail to understand where the themes are from, so it is difficult to judge validity. If it is time-consuming and requires skill to pick out representative themes. In costly nature of data collection, validity might damage if the researcher already has theme in mind. Lastly, the difficulty and complexity of data analysis and interpretation, meaning the interpretation and subjectivity is the problem. Because researchers are limited to available data, the data they want, they may not exist. This is the end of my report. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you.